Oh my fuck, boys. We're dealing with a 100% bona fide episode review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 85. What's going on, guys? Sevid here. So we're here with a Dragon Ball Super review of Episode 85. Uh, so basically, I'm just gonna. This episode kind of bounces back and forth between a bunch of different things. So I'm just going to try to break it down in the most simple way possible. Just talk about, each thing. Maybe not exactly chronologically, but, just, yeah. Anyway, so it starts off with, Goku and Gohan kind of going their own ways. One looking for Piccolo, one looking for Dende. Goku goes on to find Boo, and this is the first time we get to see like skinny fat Boo, like his episode debut. So I like it. It's pretty cool. He's still got sort of the same face, but he's kind of buffed up. He's like evil Boo, but pink, a little bit more buff, I would say. But it was pretty cool to see Goku and him spar. They fight back and forth. I would have liked to see a little bit more of that. That was pretty. For me, this was the highlight of the episode. I think it was decently animated too, a lot better than a lot of the other stuff in Super. It was interesting to see Mr. Satan or Hercule, whatever you want to call him, training with Boo. He was just kind of like throwing rocks at him, and Boo was breaking them. Yeah, that's. I don't know, like those, like how is that making Boo stronger? Like those are like dirt clods to him, right? So whatever. We got to see Boo do a couple of techniques, like the arm stretching thing, and I don't know, his beam blasts were kind of cool. The way he like opened up and it was just like these orbs surrounding around the top of his head. I really like that. And then the next thing that sort of happens in the episode I want to talk about is the meeting of all the Supreme Kais. I thought this was pretty interesting. So I guess it was the Universe 11 Supreme Kai who wants to like meet up and discuss what it is, what's happening and all this stuff, and come up with a way sort of for them all to survive. But he doesn't really address that with them. He just says he wants to discuss it, and the rest of them see it as a waste of time because it's pretty much like, well, we can talk to Zeno, and he'll probably just erase us. Like it's not even worth the risk. Like I might as well be looking for strong fighters, And we get to see Gawasu, so that was pretty cool. A little bit of a throwback there. I bet you he's pretty cheesed now that his apprentice Zamasu got erased, because he probably would have been pretty strong by now. Another scene I really liked, it was the Pride Trooper stuff. When Topo was in the bar, it was like very like, I don't know, like James Bond, like Topo Bond. He just has like the wristwatch. He's like sitting at the bar, like the music's like perfect. Like I don't know, it's like a scene from like Inception or some like gangster movie. I don't know. It was just like, I don't even know what that was. It was just different, but it worked. You know what? And that might fit for the style of the Pride Troopers. What episodes featuring them might be all about. They'll just have like sort of this like different approach to like how Dragon Ball Super is. We got to see them in action against like a space monster. Half decent. I like the art style of the guy who created the big space monster, or maybe unleashed him, or whatever it was. I can't remember. I wasn't paying that much attention, but I don't even know if it stated it actually. Yeah, I I don't know, it seemed very Toriyama-ish. I wouldn't even be surprised if Toriyama did design that specific character, even though he's kind of just like a whatever character. But maybe, what was his name, like Drakian or Darkian or something like that? Maybe he'll be reoccurring with the Pride Fighters, or maybe he'll end up getting recruited himself. But he doesn't really seem like a strong character. He seems more like a Dr. Gero or a Dr. Mew type of guy, or a Bobbity. Um, yeah, we saw some cool attacks. There's like a good like combo attack with the Bunny Man and GI Joe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with all their names, and I don't know. At this point, they haven't really like impressed me too much to really for me to start caring. So I'm just gonna call him Bunny. We're gonna call him Bunny Boy because he's sort of like a superhero, and he can be GI Joe because he's a GI Joe. Yeah. So it shows them all in action. They do pretty. I don't know. They look cool. We didn't get to see Jiren, and he looks cool. He looks like he's like I don't know, a like a Dragon Ball Super version of like Alien Grays, like in a I don't know. It's just kind of, and he's like jacked instead of being like all lanky and skinny. I don't know. He's cool, and like he seems like he's gonna rival Goku, and like I don't know, Goku and him fighting at the beginning, like it just gets amped up. I would say he's probably the best designed out of all of them. Mustache Man, Bunny Boy, and GI Joe. Jiren. Jiren's the good one. So the next thing that happens is there's a meeting with all the gods of destruction. Now this was interesting because this was like world building, character developing, kind of getting a glimpse at all their personalities. I really loved it. I like how like the rat is like a typical rat. Like you just can't, like, yeah, you never trust the rat type of thing. He's just being all kind of like, I don't know. It seems like he's setting this all up type of thing that, you know, get at Goku. You know what? I'm surprised he doesn't actually have the mark of the rat like on his face, because Dragon Ball Toriyama, Dragon Ball Super, they like to really put like scars on people, like scars on people's faces some of the times to make them look more like defined and stuff. So yeah, another Jerez, she spoke for a little bit, and she actually, I don't know, I guess she thinks Goku's good looking, which is kind of, I don't know, like when I saw this I thought instantly of like Dragon Ball AF, like the fan fiction where the female Supreme Kai becomes evil and she like has like a half baby with Goku. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like another goddess being infatuated with Goku. Like I don't know, maybe, I don't know, just reminded me of that. I'm not saying it's a nod to it or anything, but it definitely, like, I don't know, it was just kind of like for me, it made me think. I like it when I see things that make me think of other things, if that makes sense. And then we got to see the Joker and Harley Quinn, Gods of Destruction and Angel. Yeah, they think they're like the toughest. They're not even worried. They're like, oh yeah, Pride fighters. Like they're just putting the Pride fighters over, like just hyping them up big time. Yeah, and then at the end of the episode, Gohan finally meets up with Piccolo. Piccolo's like, yo son, your body's weak. You need to get some more gains. Like you used to be strong. What happened to you, bro? And he's like, Gohan's just like, I know, Piccolo. What have I done? He's like, don't worry, bro. I got you. We're going to retrain your body. Your body will be ready. And then Goku finally gets the Dende. And he basically, he's like, hey, Dende. And, you know, actually, Mr. Popo was actually a little bit upset that he wasn't being formal with the gods. So that seems to be like an ongoing thing with this arc, or maybe Dragon Ball Super Generals, that you gotta really show like respect and dignity towards the gods. And Goku's always this guy that's not like showing respect towards the gods, and it's really like rubbing people the wrong way. Like it was rubbing the Gods of Destruction the wrong way, the Supreme Kais, and it even rubbed the Pride Troopers the wrong way. I think Topo mentioned it when he was like, he just his blatant disregard for them, sort of like just being so chummy. I'm not sure if he did or not, but it seems like, is this building Goku into like a scenario where he's going to have to start being more respectful, and like, or is he always going to just be like blatantly ignorant and not aware of what's going on, or maybe he just doesn't care. And then he basically Goku's just asking like where's 17. He tells him where 17 is. He's in a large island to the south. So he's in Australia. He's an Australian. He's a ranger in Australia. And that's basically it. That's my Dragon Ball Super episode 85 review. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. See you later.